Hello and welcome, folks, to Bunny, Ribbity, Rabbit, Wrestling, Monday Night Raw, Allentown, Pennsylvania. Making his way to the ring is R-Truth. R-Truth has plenty to say. R-Truth holding his Best Buy briefcase. R-Truth, of course, no longer works here at BRW, no longer works here at WWE BRW. He got a job at Best Buy and he has scampered off. So we're not entirely sure why he's here, and I'm not sure why security's let this man in. As for why he's dressed like the Joker, well, his hero John Cena, Superman, betrayed him. R-Truth has gone Joker mode these past couple of days. Someone hand him a mic. This is must-see TV. But R-Truth, all excited now. R-Truth, not sure what he's doing, staring at the ring. R-Truth is falling over. The ref is ushering for him to get out of the ring. R-Truth is... We're not entirely sure what's happening. We believe R-Truth is seeing things after last week. He claimed a certain Ron Cena attacked him. Ron Killings. R-Truth is maybe a little bit on the schizophrenia spectrum. We're not entirely sure how he's moving his limbs like that. One might suspect he's breakdancing. That's the only possible explanation. Or he's falling over mindlessly. Someone get this man some seizure medications. We're not entirely sure. R-Truth now just lying in the middle of the ring. Where is security? You can't see him.
He's here. He's here. I'm telling you, he's here.
R-Truth trying to whisper to our ref something, but R-Truth just keeps falling over. He keeps flopping over. and now a chair is floating from out of the ring. Ron Cena, or Ron Killings, just getting it hammered to him.
Five knuckle shuffle. Five knuckle shuffle. It's happening.
As this nearly 60-year-old man is suffering from severe schizophrenia. Please, someone get him off TV. Get him to a psych ward. R-Truth stumbling to his feet. How is he not dead? What is the ref doing? Dude, a man is dying on live TV. Ref, get him out of here. R-Truth finally regaining consciousness. I don't know what the ref is doing. Security, get this man out of here. As this chair that's standing in front of us begins to float again, making its way inside the ring, this floating chair is now hitting R-Truth. Ron Killings doesn't know what the truth is on the... What the fuck? You piece of shit, dude. Ref, do your goddamn job. The ref now seems to be in on it. The ref is floating in the air. The ref gets his neck broken. Why is this still going? I don't understand. All right, what's up? We can hear a faint voice say, "Good Lord, R-Truth is able to endure a lot of punishment from the Invisible Man." Anyways, cut to the next segment. We have Jacksepticeye taking on Markiplier. Next up on BRW TV. Making his way to the ring, in a different part of Pennsylvania for some reason, now Wilkes Barre. Why did we move across Pennsylvania for this next match? Because Markiplier said so. Okay, Markiplier's hometown, Wilkes Barre, Pennsylvania. Making his way to the ring, Markiplier. He's had to put up with a ton of BS from none other than his brother-in-law, Jacksepticeye, who he pretty much raised after his neglectful father, PewDiePie, ignored them both. Markiplier, of course, set to have a match with Jacksepticeye, who's put this match off and has set other Irish YouTubers, Daithi Denogla and Terrorizer, in Markiplier's way. Will Jacksepticeye finally show up? Making his way to the ring, Jacksepticeye pulling the same old horse shit. Apparently he has a new injury every week. This week he stubbed his toe. So instead he's bringing out other fellow Irish YouTuber. That's right, Sheamus. He is jacked, good lord. Standing at what, 6'4", made of pure muscle here. The fiery Irishman. Markiplier continues his feud with Ireland after Terrorizer and Daithi Denogla, two former Vanos crew members. They might still be Vanos crew, I don't know. Sheamus tries to go for a running axe handle, but Markiplier just a little bit faster. He sees through the tricks of these Irishmen, these Lucky Charms ass leprechauns. He's going to bring it to him. Sheamus no-sells it, but Markiplier has been at this for a while. This might be working against Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye, as we all know, he's been trying to build his reads on Markiplier, is what we suspect the real reason why he's doing this. Why he keeps sending out these other Irish YouTubers. Meanwhile, he gets hurt every week. And it's to build his reads on Markiplier so he can analyze. He can analyze. A very mature joke, Bunny Rabbit. He can analyze everything about Markiplier. He needs to know exactly how tight his pants are so that he can get that victory. Markiplier going for the pin. Early pin. 1, 2. Sheamus with the kick out at 2. Narrowly, almost a 3, Marky. But it might be backfiring against Jacksepticeye. Because Markiplier is also getting a read on all these guys. And he still has more tricks in the bag, as we'll see. Sheamus with a vicious punch in the gut. The backhand to his face. Sheamus now hammering away at Markiplier. Sheamus lifting up Marky by the head, hurling him across the ring. The brute strength of Sheamus. It's Markiplier. Runs off the ropes, pulling a Nathan Frazier or something. It didn't work though. Jacksepticeye may be communicating to fellow Irishman Sheamus through telepathy. Mark will have to be careful. Telepathy is a skill the Irishmen have, as we all know. Sheamus. The great Shemu. Now just taking it to Markiplier. Markiplier can only sit there and deal with it. Sheamus's chest hamburger meat already. Markiplier's still in this though. He still has life. Don't count Markiplier out. Yeah, hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. With the big overhand right into the suplex. Here comes a clothesline. Sheamus may be down, but is he out? Markiplier taunting Sheamus up for the finisher. But Sheamus is injured, so he's not going to get up. All right, get your ass up, boy. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Sheamus with the reversal, though. Should have known that always happens the second time around. Sheamus throwing Markiplier into the ropes. Marky Poo still in this. Mustache Man Markiplier. The American PewDiePie himself here to stomp out the Irish. That's probably not a... talking about genocide is probably not a good thing to be doing in this current political climate. Markiplier would like to... Markiplier is going to be pressed about this in the media. Let's hope he retracts that statement. Markiplier with the kick out at 1. Never count out. You can count him down, but he's... Uh-oh. Okay, maybe you can count Markiplier out. Setting him up for the white noise. Markiplier gets white noised. Sheamus taunting Markiplier. Let's hope I edited out that line earlier. Anyways, Markiplier lifting Sheamus up. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it looks like it's now broke. The running moves are now, Sheamus has now built a solid read on. How do I let go of him? How do I let go of him? All right, Markiplier, hit him with the finisher. End of days, 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 end of days for the Irish YouTubers. End of days for Ireland and YouTube. Sheamus gets pinned by Markiplier. Jacksepticeye, someone give that man a mic. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. Get your bitch ass out here. I'm tired of dealing with your flunkies. You heard the man himself, Markiplier. Good lord, he is jacked. He is veiny and jacked. I'm coming on your ass, Jacksepticeye. You heard it here first, folks. Markiplier is coming on Jacksepticeye's ass. Yeah, point at the camera. Hello, folks. I'm your host, the Bunny Rabbit. Making his way to the ring next, Matt Riddle. He'll be taking on a mystery opponent tonight. Matt Riddle has had a rough couple of days ever since... The hell? Matt Riddle and his signature flip-flops. Matt Riddle's had a rough one since he's gone sober. Matt Riddle's not been doing very well. Matt Riddle.
420, bro. Drug. Give me my drugs.
Ever since Matt Riddle lost to CM Punk and has been forced to go sober, he has not been doing very well. He took a tremendous leap downwards in competition last week from CM Punk to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, of course, a renowned homeless bum. Matt Riddle will be taking on a mystery opponent that'll be an even lower jump in competition. Will Matt Riddle be able to function long enough without his Mary Jane? Matt Riddle took a whiff of someone's shoe leather or something. His mystery opponent revealed to be none other than Jeff the Goblin. Jeff the Goblin may be the single worst competitor in BRW history. He's been destroyed by everyone you can think of, including Sami Zayn. It's only logical for Matt Riddle already running away. Yeah, despite all this, Jeff the Goblin has so much aura in his entrance. As this goblin makes his way to the ring, this goblin plans to flex his addiction all over Matt Riddle. His addiction that he's able to feed. Well, Matt Riddle's of course a zombie, so he may have to fear him biting open the goblin to try and suck the drugs out of his bloodstream. Matt Riddle has a long history in both WWE and the UFC. Unable to stay sober, he's been kicked out of both of these companies. Jeff the Goblin somehow has more aura than Matt Riddle currently does. Will Matt Riddle be able to stand up to this thing in his withered state? Matt Riddle does a little bouncing for us. Jeff the Goblin. Seth Goblins. Oh, yeah, he's also Seth Rollins' little goblin thing. I forgot about that. Goblin lured Matt Riddle into the corner. Goblin is rated 30 in his moveset, whereas Matt Riddle is rated somehow higher. What is he, 70-something? Yeah, it's going to be really embarrassing if Matt Riddle loses to this guy. Jeff the Goblin throwing Matt Riddle into the corner. Matt Riddle bounces out. Riddle, bro, riddle me this. The Riddler. Riddle me this, Batman. Riddle me this, Jeff, man. Matt Riddle urging on Jeff the Goblin to get up. Jeff. Matt. I don't know what just happened there. That was really bad. Oh, Matt Riddle does not look to be in tremendous shape, and he is currently gray. Matt Riddle's... Neither of these men are passing the eye test as members we want on our roster. Jeff the Goblin stammering to his feet. Matt Riddle taking it to him, but Jeff has a counter. Jeff looks to attack him in the grapple. No one wants to see a technical match between these two. We want to see a drunken bum fight. Jeff the Goblin hammering away at Matt Riddle, using the striking he learned by getting his ass beat over and over outside of the bar. Jeff the Goblin's been a maniac on Twitter. Jeff the Goblin furious also that Sami Zayn was able to take his tent under the freeway overpass after he beat Matt Riddle. If Jeff the Goblin can beat Matt Riddle, he might get it for a night himself. The only time will tell. Matt Riddle is just kind of taking a nap, I think. Jeff the Goblin is also a little too high to be able to function. Matt Riddle going for a submission. Matt Riddle, his UFC training kicking in. Uh-oh. Jeff the Goblin has to remember which buttons are which. Has to remember that this is has to remember the difference between a PlayStation and an Xbox controller. Jeff the Goblin doesn't even have a TV, so it's very impressive he's able to do that. Matt Riddle going for a grapple. Grapple, bro. Grapple, bro. Grapple into the suplex. I think that's a suplex. I'm pretty sure that qualifies as a suplex. Matt Riddle grabbing the titties of Jeff the Goblin. These are not looking good for Jeff the Goblin. But at least, hopefully, he'll be able to stand up to fucking Matt Riddle. This disaster of a human being. Uh-oh. Matt Riddle throwing him into the ropes. Jeff the Goblin is absolutely exhausted. And spine buster. Matt Riddle able to regain his aura, it looks like. Jeff the Goblin almost has no signature, as God confused who has the signature bar filled. Confused which HUD belongs to who. Matt Riddle riling up the crowd. But Jeff the Goblin, he is not done. Do not count out Jeff the Goblin. Matt Riddle uses up his signature bar for instant recovery. Jeff the Goblin, Jeff the Goblin, Jeff the Goblin, Jeff the Goblin. Double axe handle slam. Very, very lame. Jeff the Goblin is incredibly uninteresting. There's nothing inspiring about this man. He has zero technical ability. Neither does Matt Riddle, apparently. He has zero technical ability, zero strength, zero speed, zero stamina, bad at absolutely everything. I want this man off of my damn TV. I can't believe I'm actually rooting for Matt Riddle the more I think about it. Jeff the Goblin. We need security to just beat him up on principle after this. We're going for a suplex. We can't let Jeff the Goblin win because he's going to remain on my roster. Wait, I can go for a dirty pin. Hold on. That wasn't a dirty pin. Jeff the Goblin. Matt Riddle already had a 2 count. This is not looking good for the Riddler. Looking to recover his stamina bar. Jeff the Goblin gets reversed on, but Matt Riddle's not high enough to be able to compete. That's an interesting move I don't think I've seen before, but Jeff the Goblin is doing it. Jeff the Goblin taking a nap. He might need to inject some meth into his system for him to be able to continue. He's so goddamn tired. All right, Jeff. Looking to hit him with the signature, but Matt Riddle still has some life in him. But so does the Goblin. Gobbo. With a punch in the dick. Punch in the dick. Punch in the dick. A couple of vicious punches in the dick. The Goblin now hitting him with a signature. Signature Goblin Slam. Goblin Slam. That's not a Goblin Slam. That's not at all a slam. Let it go, buddy. Matt Riddle stomping on the feet of the Goblin. I don't know who I want to lose more now that I think about it. Goblin no sells it. Oh shit, Matt. All right, Matt Riddle picking up the Goblin. But Gobbo ain't want none of it. He ain't gonna have none of it. All right. I don't know. I don't want either of these men to win now that I think about it. I don't want either of these guys on my roster. Matt Riddle still has some life in him. But so does the Gobbo. It's Gobbo clock. Gobbo clock. Gobbo clock. Gobbo clock. Into the pin. Matt Riddle stunned. Ref. 1, 2, 3. What have I done? What have I done? This man, Jeff the Goblin's first win. This guy isn't a draw at all. This guy doesn't rake me in any views. What have I done? I can't let this guy know. What does this say about Matt Riddle? I don't know, but Jeff the Goblin isn't done. This is what he has to say about BRW TV trying to bury him. Ref is just, for some reason, just letting these two fight still. I'm not entirely sure. The ref is rolling in and out. I guess he's following Jeff the Goblin, but Jeff the Goblin is somehow too fast for this idiot ref. Jeff the Goblin. Can he, wait, hold on. Can he even lift up the chair, the steel chairs? Jeff the Goblin using his strength, all of his strength to lift this up, throwing it on Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle may need a Batman to come and save him, because I don't think anyone likes Matt Riddle enough to save him at this point. Matt Riddle about to get stomped in the dick, stomped square in the penis. Matt Riddle's now sober and doesn't have a functioning penis. Yeah, let's cut the cameras. I don't want to look at either of these two bums fight. This is not looking good for BRW. Why is BRW SmackDown so stacked to the brim? You have stars like Tiffany Stratton. You have the Injustice storyline. You have Star Wars Darth Maul. And then you have Aleister Black doing his thing. But this... BRW Raw sucks. Get these two clowns off my damn show.
Da-da, dun-da-dun-dun. Da-da, dun-da-dun-dun.
Making his way to the ring, the Gorilla and Bron Breakker. The only interesting feud on BRW Raw. The Gorilla, proudly standing tall. He remains undefeated except for that one time where the fan took his identity. So on paper, he has a loss or two. But that's besides the point. The Gorilla. This could be the Gorilla, or this could be the very hairy man who we confused for the Gorilla. We're not entirely sure. But last week, the Gorilla, or the fan, defeated Bron Breakker within 5 minutes inside of the cage. It was pretty bad for Bron Breakker, I'm not gonna lie. It was really bad looking on Bron Breakker. But the twist this time is Bron Breakker has, while he might need another 99 men and a Bron Breakker to be able to stop the Gorilla. The twist this time is that Bron Breakker has a Paul Heyman in his corner. And if I were Jim Cornette, I would say Paul Heyman is about the size of 99 other men. So it all evens out. Bron Breakker could very well be injured, though, from what the Gorilla did to him last week. We're amazed he was hardly even cleared to wrestle. Today was the first day he was able to get out of his hospital bed, and he insisted on fighting that damn Gorilla. Meaner than evil. This man doesn't have enough aura to get an entrance this time. The twist is we're playing as Paul Heyman. Meanwhile, these two go at it. And I have to figure out the, ooh, yeah, this is not good. This is not looking good. Paul Heyman is going to furiously King Kong throw apart our announcing table. Paul Heyman, be careful. You're going to collapse it, Paul. You're going to collapse it. Paul Heyman's Jim Cornette is showing up. Paul Heyman taunting someone, as Paul Heyman doesn't even know the controls to be a manager. Uh-oh. Paul Heyman very confused about... What the hell? Paul Heyman, get down from there. Paul Heyman desperately trying to learn how to be a manager. I don't know the buttons. I thought it would tell me the buttons. Tell me the buttons. All right, Paul Heyman going to be running around. Paul Heyman getting his cardio in. Meanwhile, the Gorilla is destroying Bron Breakker. Paul Heyman grabbing at nothing. How do I distract? Paul Heyman, get down from there. Get down from there, Paul. Get down from there. That's dangerous. Paul Heyman. Everyone's favorite Paul Heyman moment. List them in the comments below. Mine is the time when he touched the penis of CM Punk because I wish that was me. No, 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 no. I'm so bored. I hate this manager game. I'm going to be real. Yeah, get your ass out here, boy. Get out. Get away from my boy. Get away from my boy. Paul Heyman. Bron Breakker trying to take it up for Paul Heyman. Does Paul Heyman even have any attacks? Paul Heyman trying to figure out how to wrestle. I don't think he's able to do it, though. Paul Heyman, the athleticism of Paul Heyman is up. What? Oh, now I can see. Now I can toggle the info. Okay. Yeah, that's great. All right. That wasn't a complete waste of time. This may be the most highly edited episode of BRW in the history of BRWs. Paul Heyman very frustratedly can't get access to the controls again. The Gorilla goes for something. Paul Heyman losing his mind. Paul Heyman can't do anything. The hell? This guy has 0 attack power. How is this supposed to be any fun for anyone? Paul Heyman is the worst manager. This is the worst. Paul Heyman is the worst character to play in this goddamn game. As punishment to Paul Heyman, the Gorilla will now be in charge. As the Gorilla stomps away at Bron Breakker. Paul Heyman's running his fat ass out of here. The Penguin. We have the Penguin and the Riddler, and this isn't even DC. The Injustice storyline is on the other brand. The Gorilla murdering Paul Heyman for some reason. Gorilla doesn't believe that Bron Breakker deserves this rematch. And so he's just... So Paul Heyman was able to help him out in the back, get him some bonus points. Bron Breakker. Stupid. This is so stupid. Alright. I'm gonna murder Paul Heyman on live TV. Paul Heyman's a 60-year-old man, dude. Let him go. Let him go. Oh no. So we're about to Harambe. We're about to commit a total Harambe. Really getting him up for the finisher. Getting him up for... Fuck! No! I forgot about the count! What a disaster. What a disaster. Paul Heyman, get that man out of here on a stretcher. Get him out here in an ambulance. Bron Breakker celebrating his victory while the Gorilla's Gorilla press slamming Paul Heyman. Thank you for watching the worst show on the internet, everyone. I've been your host, the Bunny Rabbit. Be sure to like, be sure to comment, be sure to subscribe for more of this horrible feud with this outdated meme and this horrible, horrible show. Bye-bye.